can hear the silence screaming where your laughter used to be. Every corner of this room is haunted by your memory. The shadows stretch and linger like they know my heart is torn too, but it's gone before the morn. If love was never meant to stay, why does it haunt me still? I feel your ghost in every heartbeat, even though I know the drill. Shadows of us keep falling over everything I touch. I can't run, I can't hide, I miss you way too much. And if the night steals my reason, if the dark won't let me through, I'll still remember every moment, every shadow, every you. I keep replaying conversations, the words that went astray. I swear I'd take them all back if I could find a way. There's a tremble in my heartbeat when I see your face in dreams, but even real than you seem. Maybe love was never cruel, maybe loss was just the cost, but the echo of your presence is a line I can't uncross. Shadows of us keep falling over everything I touch. Every street, every corner, I feel you way too much. And if tomorrow takes the pieces, if the dawn will set me free, I'll still hold on to every shadow, every shadow, every memory. If I could see you one last time, even in the dark, I'd tell you all the things that spark. Even broken hearts can whisper, even ghosts can leave a trace, still leads me to your face. Shadows of us keep on falling, but I can't let you go. Even if the world is empty, even if the night says no, and if I disappear tomorrow, if the sun refuses me, I'll still love every shadow, every shadow of you and me. I still remember how you smiled, like the sun was in your hands. Every word felt like a secret, every touch a golden strand. Proof the world around us disappeared, and time forgot to move. I was lost inside your eyes, and nothing else could prove. If the sky should fall tomorrow, or the stars should lose their shine, I would still be holding on to every heartbeat that is mine. I wanna stay forever in your eyes, where the world can't touch our love, where every fear and every tear is lifted from above. Even when the night grows colder, even when the light seems far, I will find my way to you, forever in your heart. I trace the lines of your laughter, like a map I wanna follow. Every joy both soft and hollow, there's a tremble in your whisper, but I hear the strength inside in every broken little piece I'll carry by your side. If the world grows heavy on us, if the path seems hard to see, I will be your steady hand, your anchor and your dream. I wanna stay forever in your eyes, where the night turns into day. shadow in the past. I would trade to hold you closer, make this moment last. Even if the world betrays us, even if love slips away, even if love slips away, I'll still be here believing forever in your gaze. I wanna stay forever in your eyes, where every heartbreak turns to hope. Ooh, forever in your eyes. The night feels softer when you're near, like every shadow disappears. Your voice is a gentle echo in the quiet of my ears. We drift without a reason, weightless under silver skies. Every glance becomes a universe, every touch a sigh. If time forgets to move tonight, if the world fades into blue, I will stay here with you, floating, only me and you. I wanna float with you forever, through the stars, through the night. Every heartbeat is a compass, guiding me to your light. And even when the world grows colder, even when the sky turns gray, I will drift here in your arms, never wanting to break away. Your laughter is a ribbon winding through my dreams, every smile a gentle river flowing through the seams. There's a tremble in your whisper, but it only makes me hold tight. Every fragile little moment turns our darkness into light. Even if the stars forget their way, even if the night won't bend, I will stay here floating until the very end. I wanna float with you forever, through the clouds, through the rain. Every heartbeat is a compass, pulling me to you again. Even if tomorrow fades away, even if the world's askew, I will drift here in your arms, always floating with you. Maybe love is just this moment, weightless, fragile, free. Maybe all we need is everything we see. Even if the night tries to take us, even if the dawn arrives too soon, I will stay here in your orbit, lost when night is through. I will stay here floating with you, forever floating with you. The quiet of the evening paints your shadow on my wall. Your heartbeat in the silence is the only sound at all. I trace the lines you face like a memory I can hold. Every whisper that you breathe warms the corners of my soul. If the world fades into dark and the stars forget to shine, I would still see heaven in the way your fingers find mine. So stay in this moment with me, don't let the light slip away. Hold me like we're timeless, like forever starts today. And if tomorrow breaks my heart, I'll still be brave enough to say, so stay in the deepest day. There's a tremble in your laughter, like you're scared to let it show. but I see the storm you're hiding behind the strength you always hold. Let me be your shelter when the night is cold and long. You don't have to be unbreakable, you can fall where you belong. Every scar and every tear only makes your heart more bright. I would gather all your pieces just to keep you safe tonight. So stay in this moment with me, don't let the light slip away. Hold me like we're timeless, like forever starts today. So stay in the deepest day. If time tries to steal you from my arms, I'll fight it with every prayer and fear. And if fears to pull you under, I'll be the air you breathe in there. Even if we're just a heartbeat in a world that moves too fast, I would choose you in a lifetime over every future past. So stay in this moment with me, let the stars fall where they may. Kiss me like we're fearless, like love won't fade away. And if the dawn steals you from me, I'll still be grateful that you stayed. You were mine in the deepest way. Just stay. There's a light through your window, falling gently on your skin. And I swear the night gets jealous of the glow you're standing in. Every quiet little heartbeat, every fragile little scar feels like poetry in motion when I'm standing where you are. If the world starts turning colder and the colors start to fade, you're the warmth I run to, you're the promise that won't break. I just wanna be where you are, where your breath meets mine in dark, where the silence feels like music and your touch rewrites my heart, where your kiss can my only answer. I don't need the stars above when I'm wrapped up in your love. So let me stay right where you are. There's a tremble when you hold me, like you're scared I'll slip away. But I'm anchored in your ocean, I'm not drifting any day. You don't have to hide your breaking, you don't have to stand so tall. Let me see your human edges, let me catch you if you fall. Even shadows look like gold when they're dancing in your light. Every doubt I've ever known disappears here in your eyes. I just wanna be where you are, where your whisper leaves a spark, where the world slows down to nothing and your heartbeat feels uncertain. I will still choose you each time. I don't need a perfect world if you're in perfect hands and mine. So let me stay right where you are. If tomorrow tries to steal this, if the sky begins to fall, promise me you'll still remember how we felt inside these walls. Even if it's just a moment, even if it leaves a scar, it was heaven, it was honest. Every second where we part, every second where you are. I just wanna be where your heart, so let me stay. There's a quiet in your eyes tonight, like you're holding back the rain. Your fingers trace invisible lines across the window pane. I can feel the space between us even when you're in my arms, like we're standing on a shoreline, watching waves before the storm. If this is slipping through our hands like sand we couldn't hold, let me memorize your heartbeat before it turns to gold. We were almost forever, almost brave enough to stay, almost more than just a moment, almost love that wouldn't fade. And if this is where it ends now, I won't let it fall apart, 'cause even almost forever left its echo on my heart. You say maybe in another life we'd be fearless, we'd be sure, but I don't want another lifetime, I just want the one we're in for. There's a tremble when you say goodbye, like you're hoping I'll disagree, like if I just held you tighter, every second feels like glass. If loving you is reckless, it's the only risk I need. We were almost forever, almost strong enough to fight, almost everything we dreamed of, dancing in the fading light. And if this is where it ends now, I'll still whisper through the dark, even almost forever is forever in my heart. Maybe love was never meant to be measured by its years. Maybe it's the way it shakes you, leaves you trembling through your tears. If I had to lose you just to know a love is true, I would brought me back to you. We were almost forever, almost more than just a flame, almost something we could hold on to, almost unafraid of change. And even if the morning I will carry almost forever, like a promise I'm still hoping for. Morning finds us half awake, with yesterday still in our eyes. All the words we didn't say are floating in the quiet, are floating in the quiet. There's a tenderness between us, like we're learning how to start, like we're holding tiny pieces of a slowly healing heart. We've been walking through the shadows, trying not to lose the flame, but even in the darkest night, you still whisper my name. When the light comes back to us, when the fear is faded out, we'll be stronger than the silence, we'll be louder than the doubt. I don't need a perfect story, I just need your hand in mine. And if hope is barely breathing, we'll give it one more try. So hold on, the light is coming back. You don't have to be unbreakable, you don't have to stand alone. Every scar you try to hide is proof of how you've grown. There's a tremble in your courage, but you're braver than you know. Even cracked and barely breathing, you're the strongest heart I've known. If the sky begins to crumble, if the ground falls underneath, I will be your steady rhythm, you can lean your weight on me. When the light comes back to us, when the tears have run their course, we'll be dancing in the daylight like we've never been the shore. I don't need 1,000 lifetimes, just this fragile beating spark, 'cause even in the deepest night, the brightest part of dark. So hold on, the light is coming back. If hope feels like a whisper, barely hanging in the air, let my voice be your reminder. Love is stronger than despair. We are more than all our breaking, more than every fallen star. Even shattered hearts keep shining, that's exactly what we are. When the light comes back to us, we'll remember who we are. Two hearts that kept on beating, even underneath the scars. And if tomorrow tries to shake us, we'll be standing in the spark, 'cause love was never You're packing up the silence, folding it into your sleeve. Every word we never finished, hanging in between. I can hear your heart deciding, even though you won't say it out loud. There's a space inside your eyes tonight where I'm not allowed. If love was just a question, I would answer every time. But you're searching for a feeling I can't force into your mind. I try to be enough for you, try to fill the empty space, try to be the steady hands when tears were on your face. But love can't make you stay if your heart is somewhere else to run, and I can't hold you closer if I'm not the one. I memorized your breathing like it was a sacred song. Every little piece of you that felt like it belonged. But maybe I was loving with both hands open wide while already saying goodbye. We were almost something fearless, almost brave enough to try. But almost doesn't fix it when almost means goodbye. I try to be enough for you, I try to be enough for you, tried to be the hidden storm when the world felt cold and warm, when the world felt cold and warm. But love can't make you choose what your heart won't let you see, and I can't keep pretending you still choose me. Maybe I was never meant to be your forever home. Maybe I was just the chapter before you moved along. And if loving you was foolish, I would still do it again, even knowing how again, even knowing how it ends, even knowing where it bends. I try to be enough for you, gave you every part of me, every hope and every fear, every fragile memory. And if you walk away tonight, I won't beg you to remain. I'll just learn to live with loving you, even through the pain. I try to be enough. I still wake up reaching for a shadow in the bed, still hear your voice and echoes of the words we never said. The morning feels much colder than it ever did before, like the sunlight's just a stranger standing in my door. But every tear that falls tonight is washing something clean, and every broken piece of me is stronger than it seems. I'm learning how to breathe again without you in my lungs, learning how to stand alone after all the damage done. And even if it hurts like hell, even if my heart still aches, I'm finding pieces of myself you never gotta take. So I'll rise, I'll breathe again. I used to think that losing you would mean I lost my light, but maybe I was glowing even in the fight. There's courage in the quiet, there's healing in the pain. Every scar reminds me I survived the rain. I don't need your arms around me to know that I'm still whole, and I don't need your love to validate my soul. I'm learning how to breathe again without you in my chest, learning I was always more than loving you my best. And even if the nights are long and memories remain, just a lesson, maybe loss was just the cost. Maybe breaking wasn't failure, maybe finding me got lost. If I never see you again, I will still be proud to say we're part of who I was, but not who I'll become one day. I'm learning how to breathe again, and this time it's for me, not depending on a heartbeat. And even if I miss you, even if I sometimes bend, I am more than what we were. You're standing in the morning light, like a dream I get to keep. Every road that led me here was worth the tears and sleep. I was searching for a feeling I couldn't name or recognize, but I found it in the quiet of your steady, honest eyes. Every doubt I ever carried fell the moment you said stay, and in your arms I finally found the courage not to run away. For the rest of my life, I will choose you every day, through the calm and through the chaos, through whatever comes our way. When the world feels unsteady, when the night is cold and wide, I will stand here beside you for the rest of my life. You've seen the parts I tried to hide, the fragile and unsure, and you love me in the breaking, like I'd never been more pure. There's a tremble in my promise, but it's only 'cause it's real. Every heartbeat in this moment is louder than I feel. I don't know what waits tomorrow, but I know what I believe. If I have your hand in mine, there's nothing we can't meet. For the rest of my life, I will hold you when you fall, be the shelter in your storm, be your safest place of all. Through the years that change our faces, through the laughter and the strife, I will love you without question for the rest of my life. When our hair turns silver, when our steps are slow, when the world we knew feels distant, you'll still be my home. And if time tries to test us, if it pulls at every seam, I will fight for every promise we're standing in between. For the rest of my life, I will wake up next